In the last video, we talked about the complexities and difficulties in measuring and comparing CFM and pressure across different machines with different standards for ratings. While this can only be simplified so much, it is possible to look at a single relative gauge for tools and compressors. This is done by measuring the amount of free air they consume and exhaust. When mixed with load testing, you can get a good idea of what parts of your air system are going to be the most demanding, as well as where you may want to design for future expansion. So let's start by measuring free air. This is the volume of air that your compressor draws in at 0 psi and a tool exhausts at 0 psi. Everything in between is still a mystery, but you could start to make comparisons in this way with some simple tools. Readily available free air gauges, called anemometers, are used for HVAC systems. With a little help from a cardboard box and some tape, this tool can see how much air a compressor is drawing in or a tool is putting out. These gauges are often around $100 or less, and many people already have them or have access to them. Anemometers work by judging the speed of air over a known orifice. Thus, it could tell you how many CFM flowed through that orifice. This is good because some tools in your system may use a lot of air, while others may use very little. The size of the orifice, or in this case the hole you cut in the cardboard box, can be changed to accommodate for this, and with some basic math you can find the free air CFM of almost any tool. This is the simplest form of basic testing without better tooling like professional flow meters or hot wire gauges, which may not yield a wide enough range for testing air tools. Anemometers are advantageous because they yield a solid number, whereas other tests yield only comparisons, such as the flat method, which doesn't work so well in this case. Not at all. Once you know the basics of what amounts of air are coming and going in different areas in your system, you can lay out the basics of the system and properly plan on expansion. But before you start stretching all that new line, you might want to consider some benchmarking of your tooling against the compressor at the manifold. This will let you know the effect your air system has on the tools and the airflow they receive, as well as how they draw on the compressor and the air system capacity. This can help you to understand how the system will work as a whole or in manageable parts, and let you make adjustments before you put too much work into building a system you may wish you could change later on. Thanks, and subscribe to keep up with what is new with Blue.